Whilst the rods are fishing off the decking, I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you my float trolling rig. Now at the business end we've got 18 inches of wire trace and 2 size 6 trebles. Now for those who are interested, I use Fox 30-pound easy twist wire, and I like to use E-SOX trebles, which are quite a heavy duty treble. On the end of that is number 8 swivel, and that is attached to a ball bearing swivel and a link that is attached to the main line. And when I'm float trolling, I use 65-pound Grand Slam braid. It's a high vis yellow and it floats really well, and I also use exactly the same stuff for when I'm long range drifting. So that's attached to the braid. Free running on the braid is a bit of John Roberts stiff tubing. Now that can vary in length, but this is 4 or 5 inches at this moment. And on that tubing is a drilled bullet with a slot in it. The slot just allows me to slide it off the braid. And if I want to change the weight, put heavier weights on, put smaller weights on. So that's just for ease of use. There's a couple of beads on there that can be used to help lock things in place, and importantly at the end of it there's a bit of heavy duty silicone tubing that pushes on to the rig tubing, and then I just pull that ball bearing swivel into that tubing and it just locks it in place. Sliding on the lines, a float I use for trolling. Now this is just a standard sea fishing type float that I've adapted. I put a fixed point in the bottom instead of the tubing running right the way through the middle, and another fixed point coming out the side there just behind the edge of the bottom of the red paint. Attached to that, 2 small link swivels. That allows me to take the float off when I'm in transit, or indeed to change the float and put on a vane drifter float. And then that just slides up and down the line, terminates in a small bead and a couple of float stops, and they can obviously be adjusted to set the date of the depth that you want to fish. And that's basically the rig I'm using.